Hey guys, so we're deleting the radiator. I am now the radiator. No, but seriously, we're putting the radiator in the trunk. So there's a lot of room for activities up front for no reason. But yeah, here's the episode. See ya.
Mainly so that we can fit this guy. So you're doing a remote rad or a rear mount radiator.
Yeah. Yeah. So lighting's terrible right back here.
Oh, it's dark. There we go. Yeah, so you can mount this back here. All right.
Yeah, so it's already sitting back there. This is the radiator from the front. It's actually out of an X8 Cressida.
Oh.
Well, it's an aftermarket one for an X8 Cressida.
Yeah.
The fans are on the front side. I'm gonna have them pull through the back.
You're gonna cut some holes in the trunk lid or something?
I'm not touching the trunk, but we're gonna do them on the back here.
Oh,
so,
okay.
It doesn't need that much airflow. There's so many holes back here, it should breathe just fine.
Yeah.
The whole bottom of the car is missing.
True.
So we'll see how it does. We may have to put like some holes back here, as long as we don't touch the YANKIIZOKU.
Something there.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We'll see. That's down the road.
Yeah.
So yeah, the big thing is I wanted to use as little rubber hardline as possible. I wanted to use, is that music gonna kill it? You think it'll get copyrighted?
Probably, but we're not making any money.
Oh, just don't monetize it.
No.
Cool. So anyways, I want to use as much hardline as possible. Yes, I could just do AN fitting if I wanted to spend goo bucks, but this is like 20 bucks in pipe. It's like 14 gauge, and I'll have maybe 10 hose clamps in the whole system, including feed and return and the water pump.
Yeah.
So if I'm on the road and something breaks, I can go to the parts store and pick up an OEM part.
And this will never break.
No, if that breaks, the car's broke.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Jake bought a little box of goodies from it was a garage sale?
Yeah.
From a garage sale, and it came with like some old ass glasses, which you probably already saw or you're gonna see. I don't know how I'm gonna edit this video quite yet. Oh yeah, shove her in there.
Oh yeah.
Except you can barely see the wiring because it's like 86.
Oh yeah.
Like a partially shaped thing.
It's hot. I'm getting a swamp cooler on Friday, so I can keep all the doors shut and not have any bugs in here. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's hot.
Pump it real good.
Well pumped.
Does this how they work out in the 70s, Bart?
Yeah. Going to Japan soon. I'm working on my shifting arm.
Do you want to pull the upper? You realize these are probably never going to come out. Oh, I'm just like holding. Do you want me to force?
No.
It looks pretty proper.
Alright. So, stick the hose on it and shove the block of wood underneath it. On the power steering. Hold it to the frame. Block of wood by your feet.
Okay, hold on one sec. This is a different size hose. We're using it right now.
Not that much.
Too far?
Yeah. Cool thing.
Yeah.
Give me a zip tie.
Zip tie?
Big one.
Enough? You said 4, I gave you 3.
He's like, I didn't mean together. Ah. I think 2 would have done.
Yeah. Shit, 1 would have done.
Actually, yeah. What a waste.
You made a big zip ties.
These bugs are, there's a nice breeze down here.
Yeah, there are bugs flying up my shirt.
You just want to get some titties. It looks like my exhaust. Kinda. I always just want to start like singing, like I don't even know, you know, just like start singing some weird way to this stuff.
Oh, I think my sneeze is a little Scott.
This is a 2-step.
Pick it up. Alright. Pick it up underneath there. And one you can shove it right next to the other. We'll take a look. And just look.
It's all over.
Okay.
Whoa! Did you see that catch?
One fits right up next to the other. See that?
Oh yeah.
That's professional, man.
Oh hey, what's going on, guys?
It's a new day. We decided to, well, hold on. We ran out of battery power, so we ended up having to bring this into another day. Got most of everything back in there. Jake can kind of give you a rundown as to what all has actually been finalized. In most of the video, you can see that these were here, but none of this was actually plumbed yet. And then you guys finished up everything underneath the car, right?
Yeah, so basically what we got going on here, right off the bat, these 2 hoses right here are both the factory Lexus LS400 lower radiator hoses. Basically the whole idea of this entire system is I wanted to be anywhere in the country and be able to get parts at any parts store to fix this if something were to happen.
Yep, and I built my 8.6 with that same mentality.
Yeah,
yep.
It's the best way to do it. So you'll see these 2 part numbers. I'm sorry, this one part number over here for the 2 lowers. And then you've also got this, just a standard 125 90 degree. This is for like a Chevy Cavalier. I don't know, I looked it up on Rock Auto. If you guys are ever wondering what parts or what cars you can get the part number you have off of, like at a junkyard, get on Rock Auto, type in your part number, and then if you click the actual part number, that blue link, it'll list every single vehicle that you can find that part number on. So if you're ever trying to hunt junkyard parts down, great idea to do that. So basically, yeah, the entire car is gonna have these 2 part number hoses on it. The only exception, and the reason that I'm not too concerned about it, is this is a standard 125 straight piece. The big thing is in a pinch, I can actually take another one of these part numbers and cut the sections I need underneath the car. There's only 2 of these straight sections underneath the car, that's it. So in a pinch, I can just use this section. With it being the lowest point of the car, it is still above the subframe rails. I wanted to get something a little bit more robust just in case we did have an issue, in case I bottomed out, because I'm really shitty at driving and I will go off track. I wanted to make sure that this could take a little bit of a beating, give me a little bit of tolerance.
You're talking like at the tank?
No, in the middle of the V
In the
corner.
middle, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so well, I'll get a flashlight and we'll kind of crawl underneath there. I'll show you guys a little bit of what's going on.
Yeah, because most of what we got the other day when we were here was just the beginning process of fabricating the pipes underneath that wasn't actually finalized yet before we ran out of battery life. Yeah, you gotta do some wonky stuff there.
Yeah, the only issue that I kind of didn't think about is bleeding this. I'll probably end up drilling a hole actually right here up top.
Yeah.
And I'll make it so that way just a straight funnel can actually attach right there.
Yep.
So we can have the trunk closed, I can be bleeding. I'm also gonna put a second radiator cap at the front of the car. So let's say we have a collision or something and I'm in between comp rounds or something like that's going on. I can have two people adding coolant on two different radiator hoses. One going into the motor, one filling one side of the radiator, I'm sorry, one side of the tubing going to the motor. So that way both sides will get coolant at the same time. A little bit quicker, just to get coolant in the system, a little bit less work to bleed.
Yep.
I have 2 high points in the system, obviously, so it's going to be kind of a challenge, but the whole point of the 2 radiator caps is to get rid of that.
Okay, let's look underneath.
You going to crawl underneath there?
I could crawl.
All right.
Okay. So in the video earlier, you had kind of seen that this front section was being made, and you can see here these are the soft lines that couple the rear to the front section. So you just kind of did like a little...
Ignore this is going away. That was for like mock-up so we can get things stacked in. But yeah, basically we've got 2 separate hoses. This one is the output from the thermostat to the rear of the car. This one's going back in. But yeah, we've got just 2 of those guys that are the same length. And then everything else is hard line. And as you can see, for the most part, it's pretty much higher than the subframe the entire length of the vehicle.
That's way awesome. I like that.
Yeah, I figured that'd be the easiest way to do it. Also, so that way when I suck at driving, it won't hurt the car. Everything there's brackets all on this tubing to hold it up. I mean, I can move I can jack the car up off of that.
You can see it right there.
Yeah.
Cool.
So pretty functional. I think, I don't know. This is all in theory. So.
Yeah. Well, a lot of guys do. Ugh. Look at that spider trying to attack me. Fucking asshole. Go the other way.
Come here, little guy. Hi.
Go that way. Yeah. A lot of guys do, or in Australia and shit, they do.
Yeah.
These rear mount setups, right?
Yeah. Well, these are. I don't know what it is about one of these in Australia, but they're way more sought after in Australia. I don't know if it's just because like.
And the LS chassis.
No. Just in general,
Just
they
in
put these in
general?
off-road trucks. They put these in drift cars more often.
Oh.
There's a few like pro-level drift cars that are running 1UZs.
Okay.
There's a GT86, like the new 86 FRS, that's running a VVTi 1UZ that makes like 700 horse.
Which is the same as that one out there.
Yeah,
You kind of
that guy.
see. Yep. This is a non-VVT.
And this is like the worst 1UZ you can buy. This is the thin rod, late model, non-VVTi 1UZ.
They're still bangers though.
Yeah, you could still make 400 horse on them. You could just make 600 horse more reliably on a 94 down motor. The easiest way to tell too is the fuel rails on the early models are billet. It's really weird because the same company that manufactured the connecting rods manufactured the fuel rails.
Huh.
That's the correlation. That's the easiest way to tell. They found a cheaper way to do it. Yada yada yada. They lost the contract.
That's pretty cool though.
Yeah. Also, they changed the stroke compression and all that to bump up the NA horsepower on the 95 up models.
Yeah.
So that's the big difference. These do make more power NA. They are in much higher compression than the 94 down, which some would argue is a little bit better for getting the turbo to get there quicker.
Yep.
But you're running that risk of bending a rod above like 9 pounds of boost. So.
Hell yeah.
So.
And then you were gonna do.
Yeah, I was gonna do a water to air
That.
setup, but
Yeah.
I'm still on the fence about it. I think what we're gonna do for now is do this little intercooler. Like I said, this thing's on like 7 pounds of boost.
Yep.
That may not sound like a lot, but this car only weighs 2,900 pounds. I might be at 3,000 pounds now. But, 400 horse at 3,000 pounds with this long of a wheelbase and a good set of knuckles is a great car for drifting.
nasty.
Obviously, I'm not competitive in today's standards. Obviously, look at it. It's not going to be competitive.
You're in like a 205, right?
Yeah, I can fit 225s underneath there. So
225.
I'll probably be going up to that with the turb ski.
Yep.
So it's a good car. Keeping it cheap, doing it in the garage, just having fun.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of going to the next level though, trying to get some reliability. I cleaned up a bunch of wiring. I found a bunch of issues while I had this all apart off camera. It was just one of those things. I've been having some ECU issues lately. Come to find out, one of the main power feeds for all of my injectors and the igniters was actually arcing off of a chassis ground point. Had a slight chafing issue. So I got that taken care of.
No, Michael had a little issue like that too with his Cressida. The wiring harnessing he had made was rubbing through where it, like they didn't extend it long enough. So like when you plugged it in the ECU, it was like pulling the pins out.
Oh.
Yeah. And he fought it forever. I'm sure, Michael, you're gonna watch this video. You remember the problem that we had sitting in the liquor store parking lot? Yeah.
Shaking it and it's running.
Oh man, no, it was terrible. It just left us there.
Oh.
And then he ended up finding out like weeks later that it was the pins just came out of it because like randomly it would start back up. Yeah.
So the other thing that I've been noticing, this turbo's a little bit big for my setup, as weird as that sounds. This is only a 4.0 liter. You gotta think about that.
Yeah.
I'm actually leaning out on the top end.
It's crazy.
Just a hair.
Yeah.
These are 315cc injectors. Come to find out, Mazda RX-8 injectors are plug and play on this motor.
You were telling me that the Beams ones are popular too?
Yeah, they do those too. Those are, I believe those are like
390 or something.
Yeah. But I'm gonna go straight for the 550s, which is significantly more. But I can always bring it back down with the fuel pressure regulator.
Yeah.
You know, this thing isn't tuned. It's never been tuned. I've never had an issue. I would rather have it run rich than lean on the top end because I'm literally, my throttle is an on or off switch.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're gonna put some water in this thing, see if it holds pressure. We might be able to fire it up tonight if I can make a battery box and get the positive cable ran the proper way with the shut-off switch. And we're probably gonna make a bracket for this intercooler and get some intercooler piping on here. So that way I might be able to drive it tomorrow. So.
Oh yeah, there's a drift event tomorrow.
I'm not driving.
Yeah, not driving.
Okay, I do have like 4 extra pairs or sets of tires laying around. We'll see. I might drive Sunday. I might bring the car there and fuck with it Saturday night. And if I can get it done, we'll rip on it Sunday. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
So let's get some water in this thing and go from there. Let's
cool.
see how it turns out. Here, you want me to hold? You want to hold? All right. This is probably gonna suck. You good? You get more comfy if you want. They started calling it Rocky because I kept taking hits on the wall, and it would just get back up and keep going. That's not really helping.
All right, so we're at a point where we can start it to bleed it. As you can see, when we were sitting there, yeah, just gotta burp it now. But he pulled his battery box out, and where'd you put it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's what's left.
So the reason I pulled my battery box is I may have done a battery relocation without putting a fusible link in the middle or any sort of breaker or anything for like the past year.
It's all right.
Oh no, it's not, because there's things like this in the middle where I didn't necessarily have enough battery cable. So I just crimped them together and put a bolt and then just duct taped the living hell out of this. So you gotta keep in mind, this car was a drift missile that was supposed to be like thrown into walls before I put this body on there. And then we did the body in like a month, and I was like, I'm gonna start driving it. And then we never stopped driving it until COVID broke out. Like literally this entire time, it's just been getting hammered on, getting parts, putting tires back on it, getting hammered on.
How is that not enough to go to the back?
It is, but I don't want the battery in the trunk anymore because of heat, because of weight. So what I'm going to do is actually mount it in the back here. I've got an AGM battery that won't produce chemicals. I'm going to put a battery box in there. For now, we're going to fab up a metal bracket that'll hold it in place. But I've got a whole box, that way if it does start on fire or something like that, it'll stay contained in there long enough for me and the passenger to exit the vehicle. So doing everything right this time. Or something.
It-
So now I'm gonna find random scrap metal around to make a battery box. I don't know what we're gonna use. Probably gonna use this piece off my trailer.
Off your trailer?
Yeah. So this piece was supposed to hold on the wood on the back, and it snapped off on the highway. I hit something, and it like sheared it clean off. So now it's gonna become a battery box.
Repurposing. That'll work good though.
Yeah, it'll work great. Now I just gotta choose which battery to use. You know that moment when you think you have everything figured out, and then you turn the car on and find a misfire? Yeah, that's totally not what happened here. These aren't spark plug wires in my hand. Basically, we got everything bled as good as we're gonna get it. I can't really rev it because it's like 11 something right now.
11:30.
11:30. But no leaks so far. It did get up to like 200 degrees or so that's a good sign. Obviously, it wasn't under pressure, so that doesn't really prove anything.
Yeah.
Come look at this awesome Goodyear contraption. That's totally OSHA compliant.
Yeah, there's cool.
Yeah, it works though. So, stay tuned. We'll probably have it running in the next day or two.
Okay, bye.